Good morning and welcome to Falcon TV News today. It is Friday, April 23rd, 2021. I'm Ken along rest of the FTV crew. Russia has increased from 80,000 and has now amassed more than 100,000 troops near the Ukraine border in recent weeks. According to U.S. intelligence, satellite images also reveal the country has moved a number of fighter jets, armored ground units, attack helicopters, and other forces to strategic locations across the region. Western officials say the buildup is larger than that seen in 2014, when Russia invaded the Ukraine and took control of the Crimean Peninsula. Analysts say it's unclear whether Russia is posturing or planning significant action. Ukrainian officials worry Russia is looking to pretext to invade the eastern Donbas region, which has a strong separatist movement. Moscow also plans to close parts of the Black Sea through October for military exercises, likely restricting Ukraine's ports along the Sea Azov. In his annual address, President Vladimir Putin warned foreign powers not to interfere with Russia.
This news is also taking place at the time that both China and Russia are modernizing the nuclear weapon capabilities faster than the U.S. Administrator Charles Richards, the head of the Strategic Command, says the two countries are updating their technologies so frequently and so broadly that it's hard to keep up with all the developments. If the U.S. doesn't start investigating more in nuclear defense and infrastructures, Richard warns the nation will be at risk of losing credibility in the eyes of our adversaries. The Biden administration is currently carrying out a nuclear posture review, which is examining the total amount of money invested in the nuclear modernization program. Congressional Budget Office has estimated operations, interim upgrades, and full modernization of the U.S. nuclear weapons program could cost $1.2 trillion.
Governors from a dozen states are asking President Biden to ban the sale of cars and light trucks that emit greenhouse gases by 2035. A letter to the president, the governors asked for change ahead of the White House climate summit by establishing a clear regulatory path to ensuring that all vehicles sold in the United States are zero emission. We can finally clear the air and create high-road jobs. The governors wrote in the letter, moving quickly towards a zero-emission transportation future will protect the health of all communities. They added, between now and the target date, the governors called for significant milestones along the way to monitor progress. The 12 governors also called the Biden administration to set standards and adopt incentives to ensure 100% zero-emission sales of medium-duty and heavy-duty vehicles by 2045. The states asking for this are California, North Carolina, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, and Rhode Island, Hawaii, New York, and New Jersey.
The protests that occurred after George Floyd's death did not only happen in America, it sparked a global outcry and eruption of demonstrations around the world in support of Black Lives Matter and against police brutality. As the verdict was announced, George Floyd's family calls the verdict in Derek Chauvin's trial a victory. People not only in the U.S. reacted to the news, but many abroad were also watching. A professor of Black Studies in the UK said it was positive, but provided no joy, adding, "Are we really supposed to be celebrating? It's what's supposed to happen." One Londoner said it's a mixture of both relief and sadness because the guilty verdict isn't justice. Justice will be Black Lives Mattering in America and around the world. Another viewer from Egypt stated that justice for him would be George Floyd still living. And it wasn't just civilians around the world, it was around the globe. It was also its leaders who weighed in. The Canadian Prime Minister hailed the accountability of the verdict. People from Asia commented that at least in America something is working for the U.S. justice system, unlike Myanmar, Thailand, and Malaysia. A human rights activist from Bangkok said the American verdict gave momentum to the global need to make societies more equal and fight for justice altogether. In France, one watcher who lost his brother in police custody said the verdict is barrier of hope for change, and that's going to strengthen him in the combat to find justice and not give up. The event of George Floyd may be the spark that lights a path towards justice, but is a high price to pay for what is right.
Next week, Oakcrest will hold a Spirit Week, starting the 5 days with Movie Monday, where you will want to dress like your favorite movie character. And so you can plan ahead in the days to follow. There will be Band Tuesday, wear a t-shirt logo with your favorite band, Wacky Wednesday, crazy colors, or over tropical Thursday. Summer-like items on April 30th, Falcon Pride Friday.
April 30th is a big day as the dance concert will take place live and in person in the auditorium. You heard it right, live in person. We will have more next week, but keep the date open in your calendars. This will be an event you do not want to miss.
While Wednesday was Happy Administrators Day, we wanted to wait until today to thank all the administrators and secretaries who are the oil that makes the machine we call the school function so smoothly, and how without them it would be chaos. So thank you for all the effort and work, and enjoy the weekend.
That is all for today, so me and everyone here at Falcon TV have a great day.